Dallas Cowboys, and it's all up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down the kickoff of what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, excited for this one. I mean, Charles, the Steelers back in the Super Bowl once again. Their 9th appearance overall, second only to the Patriots' 11. But if the Steelers win this one, then they'd be on top of the all-time win standings, as it would be their 7th title.
What a franchise. Come on, join me for a minute, okay? Come back to the 1970s with me. Back to the steel curtain defense. Back to Terry Bradshaw, quarterback. Throwing to Lynn Swann and John Stallworth. Franco Harris running the football with Rocky Blyer. That team was something, all right? And that started the path to where we are right here, right now. This team's pretty good, too. And they want their own history. What an accomplishment this would be to win a 7th Super Bowl title for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Boy, what a disastrous start to a Super Bowl. A fumble on the opening kickoff.
You don't expect a big momentum chance this early, partner, but we're going to get one right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the draw, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Prescott now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown. Tony Pollard. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And how about this story? The young man who went to Pitt, stays in town, picked by the local team, and leads them to a Super Bowl appearance as a rookie. If this is a movie, most people would call it fiction, but we're watching it as fact.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On on 2nd and 9. Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Harris running straight ahead. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll toss to Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Prescott to throw on fourth. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the right side with Harris. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties, and put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Inside give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Elliott. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout. An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Harris. Yeah, this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick. He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll run it with Elliott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Room here to run. And all the way down to the 39. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. It's complete to Watt. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play action now. Prescott. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Pickett will look to throw it here. Steps away to his left. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as they have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this 1st quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Prescott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
Fourth down, Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. First down, Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead in the Super Bowl. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers,
they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's a tight game here early. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Steelers have retaken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Pickett will try to throw for this. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
A first down throw for Prescott, being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead. Marr on for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 30. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is Harris on the draw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Steelers are back within a couple of the lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say? 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And when you see a screen pass as a defender, you see the ball floating in the air like that, you have to think to yourself, that could buy a little extra time if I bust my tail to get over there. If I avoid those blockers, I can go make the play behind the line of scrimmage, as he just did there.
And the next gen's, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in 1 game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. His throw incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their...
The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Off play action. Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Pickett.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Noah Brown. 64 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They run again with Harris. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Able to find his man it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 143 yards rushing for him there in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. From the 31, Pickens. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pickett will look to throw it here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Able to spin free. And, boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard shy. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Steelers. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah.
type of people in life. People that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
A first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, here's Harris. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. From short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris for 3. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought. Because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lance looking to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lance now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Seriously, just disgraceful.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. First down, here's Mitchell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Striker, 3-3.
Once again, it's Mitchell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And hauled in by Croft. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. First down, touchdown. And they were here. You're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive
But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw, it's Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Give running right is Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7, as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Pickett to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield, because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He finds his man complete. It's Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Keep it together.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here's Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
The Lance going to throw.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Lance to throw it. It's down to about the 12-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Harris has it over the middle.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run over center with Mitchell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd? That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lance going to try to throw for this. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. McLeod to return it. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Lance looking to throw it.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And down he'll go at the 25.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's brought in by Harris.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Pickett. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. Be patient. Move those chains. Keep it moving.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Pickett to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pickett back to throw. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Guys, you got this. Let's win. Push him down the field.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And this is caught. And that could seal it as a touchdown.
That was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get him. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one in some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Takes it to about the 37.
I know the speed is the hall. Today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down and 8. Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Gets this one to use check. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On third down, it's Purdy. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
On the counter, Mitchell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Mitchell again, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott on first down. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first down carry by Elliott. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They go play action here. Purdy. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Purdy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 2nd and 7, Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is a sleep. Hey, kill. 47. 47.
Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. first down. Here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Now Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Final play of the half. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but
I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the eye.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Purdy. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we'll get this caught. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions? You're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. First down, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Prescott, sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw, but I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy off the play fake. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the catch. Take possession of the... So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 31, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Inside give to Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is caught by Hilton. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be great shape with 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
He'll take it inside the 25.
13.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them 18 on that one. And the 49ers are going to get a 1st.
Here we go.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Give running right is Mitchell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
55. Go ahead.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we're not the ride nobody wave. We're the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Yeah.